Ooh, golly. How do you start one of these again? The heck did I start the last one with?
All you have to do is stay.
Solid start, very reliable template. Let's do that again.
Oh, baby, why don't you just meet me in the middle?
Ooh, that's kind of redundant. Didn't mean to start with the exact same song as last time.
Really breaking new ground there, aren't you, Zedd? I'm sure nobody would notice if you released the same song 1 year apart. Sure, radio stations won't be so lame they would play these songs in the same rotation and pretend that they are completely different.
I'm sure using the exact same sound gimmick in both songs will be a great idea.
Stay a minute, just baby.
I didn't agree with the tempo it was used at in Stay, but I get why it was there. The narrative requires some time to think from Alessia's subject. Do you know why it's in middle?
Zedd is out of sounds. Wait patiently for the highly anticipated return of the Iron Lung from Clarity.
I like this song more than I expected I would. I was willing to give it the high praise of...
This song is nice?
I almost wrote the song down on my best tentatives until I realized something.
The synth riff is terrible.
If you don't focus on it, it's alright. But the instant you perk your ears up and try to close in on the synth sound, you will be greeted with some horrendous high reverb that'll fold your brain. It's disgusting, right? Just watch out for the bridge.
I know that you're afraid I'm gonna walk away.
Overall impression, an honest attempt at flattery to get into some random girl's pants. It isn't as poorly executed as it possibly could have been, but it does not reach the infatuation levels of I Spy. It's forgivable, but it has one very bad line.
Hit it from the back and drive you wild.
Ma'am, he just called you ugly. Door's right there. You don't have to take backhanded insults like that. Couple of years ago, there were these guys called Lucas Graham.
Once I was 7 years old.
Indeed, this was bad. What was truly bad was this delivery.
So I started writing songs, I started writing stories.
What a memorable and annoying way to say story. Maybe it stuck out because the song is supposed to be a non-fiction and fiction account of Luke's life. Its delivery was a failure, and its context made it worse.
So it probably wouldn't be a good idea for them to use it in a different song.
Mama said that it was okay. Mama said that it was quite alright.
Aw, what a ridiculously forced song. Really? Annie? Got a song about the Wizard of Oz you guys need to sample?
And you have to be one messed up dude to like sampling Annie. How juvenile.
Yes, I am the one person who likes Mama Said. It's a good sample. Heck, it elevated the group to at least a small microscopic shred of quality. But even all the laborious praise I could throw at a song nobody liked, there was one moment I could never defend.
When new friends only know a ham story.
Ugh, yuck, gross. Never again, Graham.
Do you see what I'm getting at?
Reputation, 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 reputation.
Never again.
Come over here, sit next to me.
Oh, finally! You did it, guys! Back to popularity! What a dream! Right? Right?
Can this not be a hit? We don't need this to be a hit.
I mean, can we save the hassle of having the countless awful remixes to grace radio?
Come over here, sit next to me.
Oh, we're too late. Strike one. What's also weird is this chorus melody is pretty familiar.
Come over here, sit next to me.
Strike two. Kanye will always own your melody.
That don't kill me.
Always.
And worst of all, this is a weak Foster the People song.
I do hear the guys trying to do their stuff, but this song sounds like it was made by committee. Their music used to have so much passion and individuality. Now it sounds like every bland indie rock song that people produce in their garages. Pay the Man kicked so much more ass than this song could ever dream, so I know they've still got it in them.
And if I hear one more person get overly excited about this meh-tastic song one more time, there will be hell to pay.
If you got mine, oh, one foot in front of the other.
This is too good to be a hit, so we can make it happen.
Want me to spell it out for you? F-R-I-N-D-S.
Don't you get it? It's Friends, spelled R-O-C-K-B-Y-E.
So don't go so rockabye.
And you don't have to be afraid of failing by doing something else.
Look at me with that look in your eye.
Marshmello, you don't have to use horribly outdated tropes to stay popular. Man, One Kiss made you guys look silly.
You say I'm sorry, but it's too late now.
International peaks: United Kingdom 3, Canada 29, Australia 3, Croatia 1, Ireland 1, and about 50 other countries just like that in that area, pretty high on the chart, you know. America 54. Are you fucking kidding me?
Don't you wanna meet me at the bar?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Oh, say, can you see?
Who gon' pray for me? Take my pain for me.
So we joke around about how modern music's journey to EDM has made it more robotic. Sometimes saying something enough times will make you believe it.
Pray For Me may be proof that music can be made by a program or a robot.
You can't tell me somebody spent time workshopping and building this beat. Would you be proud if you came up with this?
I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I think it eludes analysis.
I wouldn't call this good or bad. I wouldn't call it over or underproduced. I wouldn't call it interesting or forgettable or frustrating or refreshing or any adjective. I can only call it one thing.
Robotically weird.
It sounds like somebody told a program to make a pop song and the only response it could output was, "We've run 4,000 modern pop songs and this is the average of all of them. Look out for this bad boy on the average list."
If I didn't ride blade on curve, would you still love me?
Don't do that. It never works.
You can't have two performers singing in different octaves, smash them next to each other, and think it'll sound okay. For comparison, there's that remix of Airplanes where Eminem transitions into Haley's chorus.
So he ain't even here, he pretends that
Airplanes in the night sky.
I don't even like this song, but it was a well-executed moment. It helps that it only happens once, where Love does this clunky handoff multiple times per chorus, and it sucks, over and over again. Anecdote time. My parents are huge music people. My dad had collected hundreds of records and compact discs over the years. I cite him because he was always a bit more enthusiastic about me being into the stuff he liked. My mom likes a good deal of music too, but not to the persuasive severity of my father. So recently, I asked who her favorite artist was, and to my fascination, she said the Cranberries.
I wasn't broadsided by this because I'd never heard of them. I was broadsided by this because I never thought they could be a favorite-worthy band.
I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a hyperactive young piece of shit, but I always thought they were dramatically lame and boring. You know how everything has to be as hyperbolic as the worst thing ever when you're a kid? I heard Dreams about 1 billion times, and that is not an overplayable song. So I was a tad cranky about the Cranberries. But one day, we played Zombie on Rock Band, and I realized it's a good song. A damn good song. Things about the band I basically attributed to Dreams as lame were strengths. Dolores O'Riordan's once willowy and weak-sounding delivery became powerfully poignant and bone-chilling. The simplistic riffs from the drums and guitars made the message shine through. A song that I dismissed as just another thing from an act I intentionally ignored became practically legendary. What a great song.
And remarkably, nothing affected or amplified my opinion. And in the same month, Dolores O'Riordan passed away.
It was much too soon. She was definitely a unique talent we couldn't replicate, and she wasn't even finished recording. She was going to do the vocals for a modernized version of Zombie with Bad Wolves.
It was a great idea. Dolores made Zombie what it was.
After she had passed, they went through with releasing what they had to commemorate her life and contributions. It's a great tribute.
On the other hand, it's not a good cover.
The original's power was Dolores. Nothing could have matched her emotional performance. Listen to it now. Its context makes the whole thing about as sad as I took a pill in Ibiza. Without Dolores, you've got this guy.
Zombie should be classified as uncoverable. Just take the song I liked 2 years ago.
The cover of Sound of Silence is nearly the same as the cover of Zombie, but it took its source material and went somewhere. The original was a very minimalist and somber folk song, while Disturbed took those elements and packed them with just enough power to make a version that complemented its source material. Both versions are great in their own ways, even though they're the exact same song split into 2 interpretations. Zombie is made of 3 important elements: singing, band, and emotion. Of course the original knocks these out of the park, and Bad Wolves knew how to tackle it. Turning it into modern metal is perfectly acceptable, so they get the point for band, but this guy cannot match the efforts of a woman in her early 20s, so it fails in both of the other stables. I appreciate the tribute, but Zombie only deserves 1 singer.
Well, I'm an asshole. Well, time to work on that SOFI script.